the Buffalo Bills and the Detroit Lions. Set to go now on a beautiful sunny afternoon. And we are underway here in London. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 20. Allen looking to throw it right at the outset. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Marching in for the sack, Michael Brockers. And they get to him right out of the gate. And this defense hoping that that's a harbinger of things to come.
Yeah, when you give up a first-play sack, makes your quarterback wonder if he's going to go to the sidelines and talk with his offense coordinator and head coach and say, hey, you know that game plan we put together? We might need to change it right now.
At the 23, it's 2nd and 12. Another try after the first down sack. Allen, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Mike Hughes, and they will take over at the 29-yard line.
Brandon, I wonder if someone's down there checking on the head coach right now because he might be a little bit of shock after what just transpired. Instead of a lengthy opening drive to deal with, his guy stepped up and stole that drive away. Momentum on their side now. How will they attack on offense?
After the interception, here's Goff. Open man, he's got him, the tight end, Hockenson. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice, easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Working with his 2nd and 4. Shark's got it, left side. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. They'll run for the first time with DeAndre Swift. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Ed Oliver through the line and hitting him for the loss.
I think we got to give it up for him right there. That's a heck of an athletic move for a big man right in the middle of the line. How about the play he makes there? Nowhere to run, and he finishes that one off for a loss.
So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. Goff now looking to throw. He's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. Jared Goff connecting with DJ Chark. And the Lions take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. And they use that height on the outside to get the score.
We've seen the evolution of the wide receivers. They've gotten taller and taller, but they've retained their quickness and their speed. It's a lethal combination.
Always good to have wide receivers with height. Extra point by Seibert, up and good, and it's now a 7-0 game. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. McKenzie will not return this, and it'll be brought out to the 25. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And the interception on that opening drive winds up leading to the touchdown, so now it's kind of time to start over.
Yeah, it certainly is, and his first throw of the game. But I like the way his guys rallied around him. Oftentimes, the quarterback is the leader, right? He tells everyone what to do. In this case, I noticed his linemen around him kind of patting him, saying, "Let's go, big boy. You're still our leader."
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's Allen. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there, and now 4th down. On 4th down, Matt Araiza sent on to punt. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. On the return is Williams. A great return there of 22 yards. And the Lions will take over. Offense ready to kick off their next drive. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Swift to start the drive. And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. A free safety roaming all the way up to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
How about his ability to trust his eyes and figure out it was not a pass play and go fast towards the line of scrimmage in order to make that tackle.
On 2nd down, here's Goff. This one caught. It's the tight end, Hockenson. Yeah, he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. 27 yards there, a first down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Now a give right side Swift. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 11 more on that one and another first down.
A good run there off right tackle in an old school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009 defense.
Well, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. 10, 5, and he is going to score. It's a pick six and a Bills touchdown. But that's going to change the course of things. They had a good drive work and a chance to really open things up here in the first quarter. Instead, the defense, they got exactly what they needed.
Yeah, they certainly did because making that type of a play gives them confidence moving forward and maybe makes them a little more reticent on the offensive side of the ball.
Because if the touchdown had gone the other way, this thing could have started to get ugly early. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They'll start this drive out on the ground. They'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
Well, I think after that run, the defense get back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
From the 31, Goff. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. Not the start to this one that any quarterback would want or envision. Remember, he had the pick 6, and here he ends up on his backside.
And you have to wonder to yourself, okay, after throwing the pick 6, did he get too careful with the football and not deliver downfield and take that sack? They've got to make sure that he's really into this game.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward, incomplete pass. These two teams all tied after one.
Keep it up!
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. It's been an awfully slow start for them. This is their third possession. They don't have a first down yet.
So that means they have to change up what they're doing, and for some teams, it's a change in tempo, usually moving it to more up-tempo type of an offense, just to try and change their fortunes right now. What they've been doing so far isn't working. Maybe they'll do that.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. That's caught by his tight end, Dawson Knox. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 15 yards that time, and a Buffalo first.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver, although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
Singletary here running out of the gun. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it, and it's second down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Singletary again. And he's going to get it across the midfield stripe into Lion territory. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a third and about 4 more for a first.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Allen from the gun on 3rd down. And he's going to lose a yard or 2, taken down behind the line. It'll go in the books as a sack and a loss of a yard, but more importantly, it leads to 4th down. Here's Matt Araiza now. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Lions are going to take over with a long field ahead and a 1st and 10. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is
try to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde, and he'll take this down inside the 15-yard line. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And, Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them, and they took advantage of it there, got a nice interception, and set up their offense in great shape.
They'll run on 1st down with Singletary, and he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Defense doing their job, really nowhere to run the football.
Yeah, it's almost textbook, wasn't it? Every place he tried to find an open spot, there just wasn't one. Congrats to the defense, no gain.
Call fitting your gaps, right?
I love it. You're exactly right.
Allen's throw here taken in by Knox. Short completion, just 4 yards, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost as bread and butter as a good running back dive play.
They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5. Allen now looks to throw. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. So on 4th down, out is Tyler Bass in the Buffalo field goal unit. The kick by Bass is good, and the Bills have taken the lead. So golden field position there squandered as they can muster only a field goal.
Yeah, you were gifted a 1st and goal situation, but I have to give credit to the defense. They were brought out in a really tough situation, so give them credit for holding them to 3. That's a pretty nice accomplishment.
And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Well, this offense trying to change the script here a little bit, CD. Trailing on the scoreboard, and the last time out on the very first play of the drive, they threw that interception.
And you definitely saw his coaches, teammates come over to him on the sideline, tried to help him shake it off because in this game, his team is down right now. So it's important to make sure you get some confidence back for both the quarterback and the entire offense. Otherwise, those mistakes could continue to pile up.
Now a 1st down throw, gone. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Boy, a pair of big plays here. This one going for 29.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? Now Goff on first down. Forced out, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half.
Well, someone is certainly having a big game, and while that sack doesn't quite have the splash of his pick six from earlier, you know he's thrilled to be making big plays during a great individual effort today.
To try again after the sack, Goff. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approached this play with the idea of making up ground to make third down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big third down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Goff now looks to throw. And this one is incomplete. The Buffalo defense does its job, and it's fourth down.
So many things have to go right for any passing play to work out. Quarterback has to understand the defense, deliver an accurate ball. Receiver has to concentrate and bring it in. Somewhere along the assembly line, something's off with that one.
Well, maybe a nice psychological boost there just to get back to even with that field goal as we head towards half.
Coaching 101 always says at halftime, play it like it's 0-0 on the scoreboard. Well, in this case, it's level, right? Same score each side. Just start over. Now you've got the second half to play.
Takes it at the 7. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. They come up on second and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. They don't want to repeat a first down. They'll keep it on the ground. And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Going to need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. But one more time, they'll keep it on the ground. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the first down marker. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with fourth down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say, we'll see what happens. Matt Horizon now on to punt this one away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Here's Williams to return. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports.
Both teams making their final adjustments. We're closing in on the second half. And for the call, let's get you back over to London, where we rejoin Brandon Gaud.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. As they say here in London, all to play for as we are back underway in the second half. From the end zone, here comes Williams. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Well, the first half very even. I mean, really in all facets, this ball game tied, Charles. So as we start the third quarter, curious to see what the second half brings us.
Certainly am. I'm with you on that one. And we all know a lot of coaches from the NFL all the way down to the Pee-wee level. They love to spin it to their teams. Hey, we're starting to Brent.
And yet again, Goff is intercepted. Picked up by Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker. And he is going to score. It's a pick six and a Bills touchdown.
You and I have talked about adjustments so many times during games. Remember, it's really series to series. But coming out after the half, that's a big opportunity, a big time to come out and make one of those plays that can change a game.
Yeah, first play of the third quarter. So offensively, you think of adjustments. But right defensively, maybe you're playing a hunch. You have an adjustment to make.
Yeah, I think sometimes they have that special in there. They've run this type of play all in the first half. If you see it, go get it.
And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. In search of redemption from the pick six. Goff firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
At this point in the game, in the situation they're in, partner, these incompletions that we're seeing, they need to turn into positive snaps, and soon.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Goff. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Jair Elam makes a pick. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
On 2nd down, here's a run with Singletary. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Allen looks to throw on 3rd and 1. He'll get this out wide to Singletary. Certainly not what they wanted there. No gain, and it's 4th down.
Now that's going to be a tough one to explain when they get together and watch the game film, isn't it? I mean, they had the right call, had the out route. He's got to know where the first down sticks are, yet he steps out of bounds that close. Not their best play.
That's fielded at the 8-yard line. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Now they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play.
He's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
As we've seen over the years, offensive coordinators will often ease their way into drives. Many of them don't want to risk a turnover, put their defense in a bad spot, but not in this case.
Not at all. Forget about easing into it. They took a shot. It worked. Meanwhile, Goff's throw taken in by Hockenson here. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. Throwing again on second down. Goff. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. Touchdown! DJ Chark with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Lions are an extra point away from evening this one up. Extra point by Seibert up and good. And that will level the playing field at 17 all. 17-17 the score. All even to this point as the kick's away. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. Allen off the play fake. It's Knox, the tight end, making the catch. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
From the 31, Allen. A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on second down. To throw, it's Allen. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
But they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another 1st down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
And meanwhile, Allen's throw complete here, pulled in by Howard. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a 2nd and just a few inches left. And now the Lions going to stop us momentarily as they call a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. A good gain on 1st has him set up with 2nd and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Allen taking it himself, and he'll go down right around the 47 this time. Only a yard there on the keeper, but that's all he needed. 1st down.
Okay, I'll admit it. I'm a little surprised by that call. 2nd and inches. It did what it was intended, but it felt like it was a free play waiting to happen. I thought they might take a shot.
They couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, 1-score game. 1st and 10 here. A give up the middle to Singletary. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. 11 yards and a Buffalo 1st down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. They go right back to Singletary. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Working with 2nd and 5 now. On the give, this is Singletary. And he's going to get this inside the 30. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. I tell you, they didn't give it to him much for the first 3 quarters, but when they have, he's been efficient. Maybe they ride him more here down the stretch.
Yeah, I'm not sure it was actually in the game plan for him to have as few carries as he has, but it might play out really well for them now. As you noted, they want to ride him down the stretch. He should have fresh legs.
On the handoff, it's Singletary. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 59 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
This has been a good drive so far. It's been the running game for the most part that's powered him down there. Another nice burst there, picking up a first down. Now it's 1st and 10, as you said, in the red zone.
Singletary, they'll go up the middle. And he'll find his way down right around the 12. Tracy Walker in on the tackle.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call run fits, everyone was in the right place.
And now they'll throw with Allen. And he's going to be dropped. Back at the 15-yard line. Michael Brockers able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. I don't know what else can be said about this pass rush. They have been sensational. CD, that is now 6 sacks for them.
And how many times do we talk to offensive coordinators and they say a sack as a result of everyone on offense not doing their job? But let's be honest about this one. This is the offensive line unable to counter the pass rush. They've been teeing off all game long.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. Dancing to his left. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it, and oftentimes knock it away.
So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this 4th quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ball game. On 1st down, gone. And that's out to the flat for Swift. So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and it'll be 2nd down.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling. Held it to an okay game.
And now the throw taken in by Chark. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. Goff on first down. That's once again complete to Chark. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot. To the air again. Goff. And he's got a first down there after a gain of about 12 as the clock will stop right now for the 2-minute warning. Goff, a handoff here to Swift. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Goff now to throw. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
7th play of the drive forthcoming on 3rd and 8. Now Goff. And that is incomplete.
With that incompletion, reality is staring them right in the face. This entire game is down to the next snap.
Desperation time for Goff on 4th. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And this defense will take over right at midfield. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On 2nd down, here's a run with Moss. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. The Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. To throw is Allen. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he is going to lose yardage here. Calling a loss of 2 there on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down.
Well, Brandon, we could see that play developing, and they were hoping that he was going to be able to put a move on the first guy and turn it into a big play. But no such luck. The speed on defense continues to get better and better in the NFL. Pretty nice example there of those guys being able to run from their assignments and finish off that play.
Give them the 5 yards, but still, while it's close, not enough for a first.
So in a sense, they dodged a bullet. They'll probably still get the ball back.
So they're going for it, and here's Allen. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Will Harris. And the Lions are right back in this football game. Oh my, how the tables have turned now. They were trying to salt this one away, but that interception, potentially a game changer.
And I've just got to think to myself, at this point of the game, I know you've been aggressive. I know that's your MO, and that's fine. And all those teams that talk about all gas, no brakes, you better have the emergency lever to pull occasionally. They could have used it right there. They put themselves in a tough spot with that interception.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. A kind of a lucky break on the prior drive, Charles. The turnover on downs that the offense had didn't come back to bite them after the other side. Their defense came through, was able to hold them without any points.
I would agree with you, Paul. A little bit of a lucky break indeed, but you know what they'd say to us? No luck, just pure skill. We rose to the challenge, and we didn't permit a score. That's how we roll.
Well, I'm kind of curious, Charles, if they might temper their aggressiveness now offensively if they get in that fourth down spot again.
Yeah, one would think so, but maybe because they held them, they might go for it again.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now it's gone. He's going to let it fly. And now here's another interception. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And the Bills have just about sewn up this football game. When you talk about making winning plays, that is a winning play at this stage of the game. To come up with that interception, huge.
I like how you identified that because most people think winning plays are the offense trying to get it done. In this case, nursing a lead, they found a way to make a play on that side of the ball and maybe finish things off.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes. It's tipped, but it doesn't matter. He still catches it. And here come the whistles and a timeout with 7 seconds left.
These guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the fourth quarter.
Three tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. So Allen's going to look to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This to swell the lead to 6. And that's off the right upright. Thought it might sneak in, but it did not. It's no good. And that will keep this at 3 points.